You good?
We're good. We're
Okay. Okay, hi, everybody. Welcome to HPC. I'm filling in for Claudia tonight. I'm Luann, in case you don't know. I think you do. So we'll do a roll call. Claudia is out. Chris? Here. And Luann, Brent. Craig?
Here.
Mm-hmm. Katie? Here. Kelly? Here. Nancy? Allison? Here. And Kim. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Three of us.
Yes, so we can't do confirmation of quorum until Brent gets here.
Yeah. Go in for that.
Okay.
Okay, so look at the minutes. Have you all had a chance to look at the minutes? Everybody here? I know Allison sent them to all of us, so does anybody want to make any changes to the minutes, or do you approve them? Did you all look at them?
Actually, I'm sorry, we can do confirmation of quorum because there's 4 of you here, so you
The
do have
confirmation of the quorum?
You can do that now, and you can do approval of minutes with 4.
Quorum is
We have-
5.
We don't have enough.
7-member board.
Do we, Kim? Do we have a quorum? I think we do.
Because Kelly is non-voting.
Kelly can't vote.
Oh, Kelly's non-voting.
Yeah, and you don't vote.
Yeah, so that would be 4.
Okay, so we
It's a quorum.
Okay, so we're
have
good.
quorum.
We're good for that. Okay, except for the one for you. Okay, so we have the quorum. So, all right, since we have a quorum, let's go ahead and look at the minutes. And did you guys all have a chance to look at them? Anybody want to make any changes, or do you want to approve the minutes? Who would like to approve them?
I approve of.
Okay, Chris, approve them. And a second?
Second.
Okay, Craig has a second. All those in favor of approving the minutes, aye. Everybody? Okay, great. Okay, we have a lot of new business. So I'll turn this over to Allison to start with 120 North Public Square.
Description of this proposed project. The applicant is proposing the installation of a new awning. Existing frames to remain, all aluminum with MIG weld staple frame stems. Black sunbrella fabric with matching fabric trim. Horizontally heat seamed with paint graphics. Shed awning with closed ends, removing and reinstalling the slant awning after painted graphic is replaced. Applicant will be requesting the facade grant. And I am gonna make note that Brent is here at, yeah, oh, we're good, at 4:34. This complete project will include replacement existing awning graphics and reattaching the same aluminum awning once graphics are replaced. In this building, so we're gonna do both of these cases and I'll read them, but just so you know, Bike and Soul is now where Healthy is, or I'm sorry, Healthy is where Bike and Soul was. Bike and Soul will be kind of combining with Libby's in that storefront, and I'll show you that when we get to that area. The applicable guidelines on page 51, awning state, new designs should not cover up elements of the building that give its architectural character. The new awning canopy and marquee installation should be specific in such a way as to not require removal or damage of original materials. Page 101, awnings, canopies, marquees, and lighting states, minimizing damage to historic materials when mounting canopies and awnings by avoiding anchoring directly into architectural features when feasible. Historically, fabric awnings, both operable and fixed, are what are most used. The awning should fit above the storefront and not extend unbroken across several bays. Simple shed-shaped are appropriate for rectangular openings. Bullnose and bubble-shaped awnings are not recommended. Attached awnings between the window displays and the signboard or second floor windowsills. Again, this is the original awning here that's up right now. And the proposed signage would have this as the logo. So it would still be that black material behind it with this as the new logo. And again, they're reusing the frame that's there, so it's not a brand new frame. And we'll move on to the staff evaluation portion. Upon review, the proposed project does comply with applicable standards and the Angola Historic Preservation Guidelines. Staff has reviewed the applicant's proposal for installation of a new awning and finds that the design is generally consistent with the character of the Angola Downtown Historic District. The applicant is proposing the replacement of the existing awning fabric while retaining the existing frame system, resulting in minimal alteration to the historic structure. The proposed black sunbrella fabric, matching trim, and updated painted graphics are appropriate in scale, design, and material for the building and the surrounding historic district. The project will improve the overall appearance of the storefront while maintaining the historic character and architectural integrity of the property. The removal and reinstallation of the existing slant awning to accommodate updated graphics further demonstrates an effort to preserve and maintain existing historic features rather than replace them entirely. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the certificate of appropriateness as submitted, as it will enhance the storefront while remaining in keeping with the established historic context. And this meets the proposed project of the historic preservation standards. And at this time, we will have Abby come up. Abby is the tenant of Healthy's Angola. Do we have any questions for the project or Abby? And again, I'm going to just go back to the signage. I thought it was nice that they were going to reuse the structure itself. I thought, one, that's financially makes sense, and it's really not in disrepair. It's more of a business change, so the signage has to change with that. As far as our standards go, signage is temporary. We mainly look at any deterioration that could happen to the building. So by them taking the original sign down and putting it up in the same place is really not disrupting anything.
Do you want to add anything, Abby? No?
She did a great job of explaining why I'm here.
Not really scary or anything. You can tell. So this is going to replace the Bike and Soul sign, right?
Yes, correct.
That's just going to be a big change over there in that area.
Yes.
But that will.
Probably, and we're hoping not to confuse any more customers.
Yeah, well, it's all healthy, right? Whatever is all healthy over there. Bikes
It coincides,
and healthy,
yes.
it's all healthy stuff. But so that one will come down and that one will go up. Then
Yes.
You're moving into that space. I'm curious to see how this is all gonna work for you. I hope so. What about anybody on the commission? What kind of thoughts do you have or questions for Abby?
I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. We can
pretty
make
easy.
a motion.
Allison does all the work ahead of time.
And that's great.
Yes. You know, if it's good or, you know, if it works and stuff. So there's no comments from anybody else? Sure. No,
We'll make a vote.
okay, well, that's pretty easy. This one. Don't run away yet, Abby.
Darn it.
So, okay, so would anybody like to make a motion that we approve this project? Second. Okay, great. Thanks for coming, Grant. Got you on the list.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you were like a couple minutes late.
Bunch of
Not
time.
too bad. I put a little, party on it. Okay, so we're all good. Is everybody in agreement? All those vote to approve the project, say aye. Anybody against?
Thank you, Abby.
That one's pretty easy. Thank you, Abby, for coming. I told you we weren't scary. Okay, well, we'll move on on to the next one, 130 North Public Square.
Scroll down so you can see the Libby's location. This applicant is proposing the installation of a new awning as well. The existing frames to remain, all aluminum and MIG welded stable frame system. The same black sunbrella with matching fabric trim, horizontally heated seamed with painted graphics. A shed awning with closed ends, removing and reinstalling the slant awning after painted graphic is replaced. And this applicant will be requesting facade grant. Sorry, but this is the same applicable guidelines as the last one, I have to read them.
Yeah.
Page 51, awning states, new design should not cover up elements of the building that give its architectural character. The new awning canopy or marquee's installation should be specified in such a way as to not require removal or damage to original materials. Page 101, awnings, canopies, marquees, and lighting states, best practices to minimize damage to historic materials when mounting canopies and awnings by avoiding anchoring directly into architectural features when feasible. Historically, fabric awnings, both operable and fixed, are what are used most. The awning should fit above the storefront and not exceed unbroken across several bays. Use of colors that are compatible with the overall color scheme of the facade. Simple shed-shaped are appropriate for rectangular openings. Bullnose and bubble-shaped awnings are not recommended. Attach awnings between the window display area and the signboard or second floor windowsills. And proposal of graphic, similar to Bike and Soul, but a little bit of an update here with some different colors. That's really nice. The staff evaluation, upon review, the proposed project complies with applicable standards and the Angola Historic Preservation Guidelines. Staff has reviewed the applicant's proposal for installation of a new awning and finds that the design is generally consistent with the character of the Angola Downtown Historic District. The applicant is proposing the replacement of the existing awning fabric while retaining the existing frame system. This is resulting in minimal alteration to the historic structure. The proposed black sunbrella fabric, matching trim, and updated painted graphics are appropriate in scale, design, and material for the building and surrounding historic district. The project will improve the overall appearance of the storefront while maintaining the historic character and architectural integrity of the property. The removal and reinstallation of the existing slant awning to accommodate updated graphics demonstrates an effort to preserve and maintain existing historic features rather than replace them entirely. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the certificate of appropriateness as submitted. And Abby and Libby will both be using the same company to do the signage. At this time, we'll have Libby come up for any questions.
You know, Libby, it seems like we just approved your Libby sign. Wasn't that, I mean, probably was a long time ago, but it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. Just really, we're just taking the Libby and, is this gonna be on both sides?
Yeah, Bike and Soul.
Both sides, the Bike and Soul side. So, how about any comments or questions from the commission on this new project?
You just asked the question I had.
Both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to be.
Sorry, we had to repeat all that, but you have to do that, yeah. That's really, it's just your same sign with new words and. Mhm. Anybody?
You asked for a question.
Makes it easy when Allison says she approves it and it's just a sign, that's not, and it's just gonna be. How soon do you want to do this, Libby?
Yeah, whenever they can get them ready.
Yeah. Well, any comments at all from anybody? Right, well, who would like to make a motion to approve project 130 North Public Square?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Frank, and second? Second. Okay, second with Kate. All right, everybody in favor of approving this signage for Bike and Soul, practice, love, and ride?
Aye.
Yes, okay. Okay, that's great.
Thank you, Libby.
Thanks, Lindsay, for
Abby.
coming. Thank you. It's pretty easy tonight. Okay, so moving on
A
to
lot of
15,
signage
other
tonight.
public square.
So with Healthy's moving kind of across the way, that left that storefront open, and we're excited to have a new business in downtown Angola. I'll read the description and then we'll have them come up and talk. So this applicant is proposing non-illuminated ACM flat panel sign with a digital print and first surface applied vinyl graphics. The proposed sign measures 67.25 inches wide by 42 inches tall and will be mounted to the existing sign band. Tapcorn fasteners, and the applicant is not requesting facade grant at this time. Just so the board's aware, when a sign comes in to us, it also goes to the planning department, and they also have to approve sign dimensions for them as well. So normally that goes to them first and then it goes to us as well. So if you ever have questions about sizing or anything, that's already been approved by planning department.
Even with awnings.
It's the same with them, yeah. So that one particularly, they still went to planning, but because there was no change in size, they also limit, I think, how many awnings can be in downtown Angola. So they kind of monitor that as well. So this complete project will include taking down the existing sign and installation of a new sign. The applicable guidelines on page 64 states, general understanding and approach signage should reflect the character of the building and its use. Signage is short-lived as businesses change or graphics need updating. Attention should be paid not to cover or remove historic details that give the building's historic character. Historic signage should be preserved. Page 65, sign states, where signs must be mounted to masonry, they should be mounted on the building in areas where a sign previously has been installed to minimize new holes in the masonry materials, with any new holes made in the mortar joints only. Signage should not cover nor remove elements of the building that give its character, and blade signs are encouraged in sizes proportional to the front facade. Applicant provided some nice signage pictures. So this is where the Healthy sign currently is. The new proposed sign would go in that same location. Staff evaluation. Upon review, the proposed project complies with the applicable standards and the Angola Historic Preservation Guidelines. Staff has reviewed the applicant's proposal for installation of a new sign and finds that the design is generally consistent with the character of the Angola Downtown Historic District. The proposed non-illuminated flat panel sign maintains a traditional appearance that does not detract from the architectural features of the building or surrounding properties. The use of simple materials, applied graphics, and placement within the existing sign band helps preserve the historic storefront character while providing clear and effective business identification. Additionally, the sign is proposed to be installed in the same location as the previous sign. This minimizes additional impact and preventing unnecessary damage to the historic building's facade. Staff find the proposal to be consistent with the intent of maintaining and enhancing the visual integrity of the historic downtown area. Therefore, staff does recommend approval of the certificate of appropriateness as submitted. And which one of you would like to?
I'll come up.
Okay, so we'll have Ashley come up. Ashley is the new tenant, and her business is called Dad Mercantile.
Yes,
And Ashley, just for their reference, just because we're all excited to know, you're a resale boutique.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, with other local vendors in there as well,
Okay.
artisans and small businesses.
And as I said before, we're excited to have you downtown.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice to see really almost all of our storefronts full in the downtown area.
When the sign is down, is it good behind it? I mean, since it doesn't cover the whole area, the sign.
Yeah, and when I talk to my landlord, he'll make sure that we'll make sure that it's covered.
So that's not like gonna be.
Yeah, yep.
Shadow or
Right.
some, a darker, yeah, because when you take something down and it's not the same size.
Yeah.
Painted, it
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
the same red, I'm assuming.
Yes, there wasn't a call to do any other color, so they could touch up in that same color if they needed to.
So again, comments or questions from anybody in the commission? That was my biggest question. What, if it's faded behind it.
Right.
Or whatever.
When they're up there, they're gonna color match that for me.
Yeah. Angola's gonna be confused with all these changes. Where to go downtown now with all these changes.
They can walk the whole square.
Anybody comment? Do you have questions or comments? Anybody here?
And the company that's doing the signage is very familiar with working in the historic district, so I don't have any doubt that they're gonna do the project in a nice way.
I do like the sign. It's interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do like it. Did you design it or have?
Yeah, yep, I did, yep. I always say leopard's my favorite color, so
Oh.
leopard print.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. I think everybody must like it. Any comments or questions? Anybody else?
Ashley is currently on Wayne Street, so she's now moving downtown, so she's had a business storefront.
That's
We're
great.
excited to have you close to downtown.
Thank you.
If there's no other comments, we'd like to make a motion to approve project 50 North Public Square. Take turns here, you guys. Back to you guys over here.
I'll approve it.
Second.
Okay, did you approve
Yeah.
it first, Chris? Okay, Chris and then Brent, okay. Well, we wish you lots of good luck. Thank you so much,
We all
I
need to
appreciate
go
that.
over.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. We have to have that's why you're here, because I have to be honest about this. We'll take a vote now. All right, let's have a vote. How many vote to approve the project?
Aye.
Let's see. Aye. All right, anybody against? All right, it passes. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, perfect. I look forward to it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That's my job in meetings at the hospital, so.
I don't usually sit
Hold on,
on
we
the
have to
seat.
vote.
Okay, well, the people just keep coming here today. There's a lot going on. Okay, the next project is 108 West Gale Street.
108 West Wayne Street.
South Wayne
Oh, yeah,
Street.
sorry, that
Oh,
was
South
Wayne
Wayne.
Street and then Gale's last. Okay. Right, okay.
Okay. The description of this proposed project, the applicant is proposing one non-illuminated round metal sign. Sign would be above the door, measuring 31.5 and would be 55 centimeters from the wall. And I'll show an image of that, what I'm talking about. Colors would be black and white. The sign would be fastened into the mortar to ensure limestone is not damaged. Applicant is not requesting facade grant. And I think we're all familiar with this building that's been here a few times.
Yeah.
So are we allowed to announce what the business is now, or are you not wanting to tell people? Okay. So the business will be moving from Mommy, you and Mommy,
Yeah.
to this location, and it is the Lash Lounge.
It is, I'm just,
It'll
yeah,
be
I'm
a new
refraining.
name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is, okay.
It's gonna be like more things.
We'll offer some different services, I
Yeah.
think, too.
It's a good name.
So this complete project will include installation of a new sign and the applicable guidelines. Page 64, sign states, general understanding and approach signage should reflect the character of the building and its use. Signage is short-lived as businesses change or graphics need updating. Attention should be paid not to cover or remove historic details that give the building its character. Historic signage should be preserved. Page 65 states, where signs must be mounted into masonry, they should be mounted on the building in areas where a sign previously has been installed to minimize new holes in the masonry materials, with any new holes made in the mortar and joints only. Signage should not cover nor remove elements of the building that give it its character. And the proposed signage, so when I say it kind of stands out from the wall, it's on a bracket. Kind of similar, I think, to Sutton's. You have that sign that kind of sticks out on the side, and Jenny Lou's, yeah.
How bad is this guy?
Copy.
It's a good sign.
And then this is the
Third one and a half.
sign itself, and then this is what it would show on the front. And I'll read the staff evaluation, and then we'll kind of go back to the building, and I can let you know where exactly that will be attached. Staff evaluation, upon review, the proposed project complies with applicable standards and the Angola Historic Preservation Guidelines. Staff has reviewed the applicant's proposal for installation of a new sign and finds that the design is generally consistent with the character of the Angola Downtown Historic District. The proposed sign is appropriate for the historic district and is consistent with the character of surrounding buildings and businesses. The applicant is proposing one non-illuminated round metal sign to be mounted above the entrance door. The black and white color scheme and simple design are compatible with the historic nature of the building and the surrounding streetscape. The proposed sign is modest in scale and does not overwhelm or detract from architectural features of the structure. Additionally, the sign will be fastened into mortar joints rather than the limestone itself, which helps preserve the historic building materials and minimizes potential damage to the facade. And I did just want to remind you, when the work was being done on this building, they were also going to lime wash. It's like a whitewash for limestone of the building, which is still happening. It's not at this time, but it will before they open. If we zoom in on some of these, I didn't realize how deteriorated some of the limestone is in places. Kim, you walk by it every day, you can probably tell. I think in the past they've, put some different things in the limestone. You can see some of the holes here. I think they talked a little bit about patching that up, or that the limestone washing might help seal that. He's also gonna replace any broken limestone that's here. So the proposed signage would go above the door, kind of in this area where it looks like over the years several signs have been hung. And then the applicant is also looking to put in a light that would look just like this. And it would go, there's actually wiring that's already hanging down. You can kind of see it right here. That's already wired for a light. So the sign itself won't be illuminated, but there would be a light kind of shining on that sign where the wiring's hanging currently.
What's the light look like? Can you go back to that?
Just kind of a small black spotlight. So at this time, we'll have Riley come up, who is the owner of Indie Cowgirl Salon. I like that too.
I like it too.
That's a great name. So, yeah, my biggest question was that it goes right, into the mortar, not into the limestone. Obviously, can't damage the building. That'll be right over the door. And with that light is right up on top, then just a single light.
Yeah,
The light would actually be on the bottom.
Underneath it.
Yeah, so the light would be underneath the sign and then the
Underneath
sign
it,
above it.
okay.
So is this the back of the sign?
I'm like front and back, so like doubled,
Okay.
so you can see it, read it from both sides.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So this one is showing one bracket, but the sign itself would actually have like it'd be the two like this. With this logo on the front and back side. Do you know who's hanging that for
I'm
you?
looking at the size, it's like not quite through the door.
Yeah.
31 inches would be like this-ish. Like this-ish. I'm trying to measure something like that.
And again, Riley has to go to planning for dimensions to have them approve that sizing, which, have you done that yet, Riley, or no? No, so before it's able to be hung, she would have to do that, so if sizing's a concern, that would be the city planner as well, that would look at the dimensions of the sign.
My only question was with the weird parceling of that, how much above where that limestone starts is actually yours versus the other parcel?
So Kelly is kind of talking about this area here, so this window is another tenant. That building, it was odd, remember, it was kind of split up into, it looks like it's all one building, but it's not, it's kind of split up a little bit.
Any other comments or questions that you have for
I
Riley?
think probably to answer Kelly's question is before they hang that up, again, with sizing, they'd have to make sure that they're staying so far away from the other owner's area.
Right.
I'm kind of just curious.
I was gonna say
So
for
we're probably
us,
gonna go like super,
You got it.
all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question regarding lighting.
Yes.
Do any of the other buildings downtown have lights? I mean, do we have regulations, stipulations to the light bulb?
no, not really with light bulbs. So we do have some lighting on buildings that we just did at the Steuben County Art Scene. They have lighting around their building. Not so much stipulations on this kind of a light, but if she wanted to illuminate her sign with like green neon or something like that, that's where our guidelines would more apply to that.
So I can answer a little bit on lighting. There are some stipulations for like light trespass and what can be done in some other areas. I haven't looked so much in the downtown commercial district. Riley, are these shining on your sign or are they shining
On my sign.
on your sign just to illuminate the sign, not down or
Correct.
not? Okay. And I don't think that that's an issue because we allow lighted signage. But I think you're not wrong, Katie. Sometimes there are standards on that trespass and how far it can go out and what that looks like. But I think if it's just going to light your sign, you're okay, but we'll look at that for sure. That's a good question.
Lights and bulbs, they have different angles and there's a whole lot involved in that.
Yeah.
Any other
Anybody else
questions
have any
for?
comments or have a question for Riley? Anybody else?
Thank you, Riley. We'll make a vote.
Okay, so back to you guys. Like to make a motion to approve the project on 108 South Wayne Street.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Right, you two over there, and everyone on the commission, yes, would say yes. That's hands up. Say yes. Everybody against the project. Okay, good. Thank you, Riley. Thank you. One more here, and that's 107 West Hill Street.
And just for our minutes, Katie, I'll make note that we look at lighting and make sure it applies to our guidelines. Okay, our last case, but not our last agenda item, everybody. The description of this proposed project, the applicant is proposing replacing current garage door with a new energy efficient insulated glass door. Current door is having problems with the seal and letting cold or hot air in. The belt needs repaired and material is CHI garage door model 3298. Dimensions are 10 by 10, full view aluminum modern glass door with insulated rails, powder coated parts and track. The applicant is requesting facade grant of $5,202.79. Page 54, doors and entrances states, doors beyond repair defined as over 50% of material needing replacement should be replaced with a new door matching the existing door and materials design, details, panel configuration, and installation. The storage doors on rear or alley locations can be replaced with alternatives such as metal to provide added security. Page 55, doors, entrances states, new entrances and their doors proposed for the main facade should relate to the overall design of the storefront and front facade. The main entrance and door on the front facade should be retained to maintain the original proportion, scale, and detailing of the entrance and associated doors. Pull up photos, so the proposed door is below, and this, and we'll have the applicant come up. This looks like kind of a frosted glass.
It's not frosted, it'll be completely see-through.
Okay.
It just looks like that for the picture, but it'll be see-through.
And the existing door is here. And I will read through staff evaluation and then we'll go back to some of the images. Upon review of the proposed project complies with applicable standards and the Angola Historic Preservation Guidelines. Staff has reviewed the applicant's proposal for the installation of a new door and finds that the design is generally consistent with the character of the Angola Downtown Historic District. The proposed project is appropriate for approval as it will improve the functionality and energy efficiency of the building while maintaining a clean, compatible appearance for the historic district. The applicant has made efforts to repair and preserve the existing garage door through measures such as weather stripping and other maintenance attempts. However, those repairs have not resolved the ongoing issues with the failing seal and mechanical components. Replacement of the door will help protect the building's interior from cold air, water infiltration, which will improve the overall performance and longevity of the structure. The proposed full view and glass door design is modern yet simple in appearance and will provide an updated, well-maintained look that is compatible with the commercial character of the surrounding downtown area. The use of quality materials, insulated rails, and powder-coated components will contribute to a long-term durability and upkeep of the property. Staff finds that the proposed improvements represent a positive investment in the building and will enhance the overall appearance and functionality of the property without negatively impacting the character of the historic district. The proposed project meets the city's historic preservation standards. Therefore, staff recommends certificate of appropriateness as submitted. Go back to the existing door, and then we can have Courtney come up, who is the owner of Jenny Lou's Greenery. Any questions?
Hey, Courtney.
I gotta say though, I will miss the old door, okay? It's
Save it.
nostalgic.
Save it. And if it,
Oh, you're gonna save it?
yeah, because I need to get my son's graduation. And there's his pictures before it gets
It's
finished.
6 weeks
Yeah.
out, it'll take about 6 weeks.
So many people get photos of that garage door.
Yeah. I'm sure that it does leak a lot of water and air into your beautiful flowers. I'm sure it does, but I do think I'll miss the door. But it says it has the glass. Is it solid? You can't look through
You
here.
can look, you'll be able to look through it just for the picture, because you couldn't do a picture with like see-through, because I don't know. the guy who designed it kind of, but it will be all like clear glass, see-through glass.
Oh,
So it wouldn't be frosted like it kind of looks on
Be
the
transparent glass.
Yeah, yeah,
that'll just easily go up and.
yeah.
So it'll fit in the same space. of
Yes,
course.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it does look modern, but it's in the guidelines, you know, for the, you know.
I mean, is there a line between modern and historical and then it says
Yeah.
it's guidelines?
I picture a historic firehouse garage door when I look at that.
Yeah.
Good point.
My only question is, I'm not great at seeing colors on whatever printer printed this. So the old door's green. Everybody knows that, like,
Yeah.
it's been there I grew up down the street.
Oh,
The window next to it's green, I can't tell what the door is.
garage door's black, or the entry door is black, so it'll match the door.
Okay,
Yeah, the frame will keep green, like there's like a plastery frame around it, we can keep green, just,
trim around it.
yeah, just still match
So
the
that would be
window.
Here,
Yeah,
this would be black, this would remain green, and this
Oh.
would be black.
Kind of blends the window to the
yeah, I
door.
know, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is the door you have now, just out of curiosity, is it electric or do you guys have to actually?
It's electric.
Oh, it is.
It's like the chain is really loose, so it's like any day it's not gonna go up anymore.
Is the elevator still there?
We still use that too. Put the original floor in there.
I do love it when you guys open it up and
I know.
and all the flowers are out there. It's nice to have that. It's nice to have that. It's just, it looks different, but. Any other comments or questions? From anybody here? It probably was a hard decision to do this, because I know how much you love the building.
Yeah, it took us a long time to finally go forward with it, but it's so cold in there and it's, our electricity bill's so high and heat bill's high. Water goes in and heat's changed.
Clients probably appreciate that.
Yeah, the
more
extra light.
and warmth and.
And the water
Water goes
on
in.
the storm and stuff. Yeah, those old doors don't.
Yeah, no seal.
The way they should.
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve.
Madam Chairman, before there's a vote, I believe Member Sutton should recuse herself
Right.
based on relation to the,
So she has to do that formally.
I just did it.
Oh, you just did it for, okay, thank you for that. Thank you. But we have enough of us for the quorum, so that's good. Anybody else? Anybody? Okay, I guess if we're good, then let's go ahead and I'd like to make a motion to pass this on 107 West Gale Street. Was that, okay? And the second, okay. And everybody agree with it? Okay, opposed, the same? Okay, it passes. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Courtney. Thank you. Wow, that was a lot, but that was easy. For us, because you did all the work. At least for us, you did all the work. Allison.
Now that's a little different than an abstention, but.
Nice changes for our downtown.
A lot of changes.
To keep us modern.
Positive things, I think, happening and new businesses coming, and I think that's always good for the downtown.
Keep us modern and historical. at the same time.
I really like the windows at the cowgirl place. I don't know if you walk by them or not, but
It looked really nice
They look-
over there.
yeah, a lot
That's
nicer than they
back
used
of the
to.
building, I don't know if you've got a chance to go back there, but they have repaved that, and then that area where was just spray foam on the building looks 100 times better than it did before, so it'll be a nice extension from the alleyway where Main Street has the artwork, and a nice extension back to Gale Street. And then we do still have our Historic Preservation Month photo contest, so we get to do that next. So we did have 3 different categories. That was black and white photos, under 18 photos, and color category. So we will kind of discuss some of the options here and then vote on that. The winners that are chosen get a trophy and then a prize package that is donated by Angola Main Street. So we'll start with the black and white cat. I wanted to bring the trophy up here too, so you guys can see it. I liked it. So we will start with the black and white category, and then I can tell you a little bit about the submission, but we'll just kind of look at the photos first. Did you want to stay for the photo kind?
May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you for.
I did look at the pictures ahead of time. There's some really good
Okay,
ones.
I'm glad you like them. Thank you for coming, Kim. So this is the first entry for black and white, and
Sorry, can you see? Sorry.
yeah, and I can pass these around.
See.
I will tell you, some of the photos, this is the quality that they are, so just kind of keep that in mind. But I'll be happy for this one to pass it around, because I do think that one is a little grainier than the one that was the original. So this photo location was at Pokagon State Park, and this is the CCC building that was built in the 1930s.
Oh, yeah, this is better to see.
And there's only 2 in this category. I'll show you both of those. Again, if you're not quite sure on a vote, we can come back, but we will go through those. This one was difficult to see in the submission as well. I'll pass that around. That was also taken at Pokagon State Park, CCC.
That's interesting.
I will tell you, there is a photo in the kids category that is black and white. And if we're feeling like we need to, we could use that as black and white as well. I guess I'll leave that up to the commission on that.
Are these two different photographers?
This is the same photographer, so they could submit, photographers could submit multiple submissions. This is the same photographer, 2 different photos. Personally, I think this one's too difficult to see for us to be able to really use in anything, and I just want to remind you that some of the competition is for us to use some of the photos in marketing or different things that we do on social media, so I would like it to be something that would be visible or that you could see a little bit better. So out of these 2, I would say this one's probably a little more identifiable on what that is. If you'd like to see that black and white photo in the kids category, I'd be happy to show that to you too before you make a decision. Okay. So we will move on to the kids category. And we had, so just so everyone knows, last year I think we had 3 submissions and we had around 11 this time, so that was quite a bit more, and thank you to Luann, you shared that with Trine University and they submitted several things. So this is the first photo from the 18 and under category. This was the black and white one that I had talked about. I thought that was neat how it actually said Last Dance on it. Yeah. I will pass around that one because again, that black and white is a little grainier when you this is the same photographer.
Oh.
So this is
As
person.
Now, when it says kids category, is it kids
Last
as the
Dance.
photographers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
they
these
put
are.
that on there, The Last Dance. So how'd they do that?
Oh, you know, kids can do all kinds of photo
That's
editing
clever.
too.
That's
So
true.
this one I don't think they edited. I believe that says that there. So this would be taken by a child 18 and under. So this particular person is 13. They did this photo and this black and white photo. And then our other submission for the 18 and under category is this photo. And that is of the downtown, also taken by a 13-year-old.
Makes sense then.
I'm glad to see some students do that, some younger kids.
Too, yeah.
I'm really glad.
Do you, now that you've seen the black and white, do you wanna make a decision on black and white? I can go back to this one.
I like that photo. The Brokaw marquee in black and white.
The Last Dance is my
Favorite, okay.
favorite out of those.
So if you wanna do that for the black and white category, then the kids' photo selection would be this photo or this photo, which is the same person that did the black and white.
Can we do that? Can we just switch that one over to the black and white?
I'm
Is that
okay with it, if the commission's okay with that. We didn't necessarily specify
Okay.
that the black and white could only be for adults, but we specifically have a category for 18 and under. And all the photos that are submitted, we can still use. When they submit the photo, we're able to use any of the photos, but, again, that's up to you, so. So for black and white, it would either, I would say this photo or this photo.
Are we voting now? Is that what you want us to do?
I would, yes, like you to vote.
How do you want to do this? How do we want to vote for that, for this? How do we want to do it?
We would make a motion to vote on the photo for the black and white category, and then, but my recommendation would be that you don't necessarily choose the same person then for the kids
Exactly.
category for this photo.
Yeah.
Although they're both very beautiful, so. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. I'm not allowed to vote, so.
So the black and white, I choose the CCC because I like
That's,
that the ballerinas for the children's.
okay.
I mean,
The black and white ballerina for the children's. Or the color?
the color
I
for
love
the
the,
children's.
I love the black and white Brokaw one. That's my favorite.
I mean, you can still choose that person for the 18 and under
Right,
category
yeah.
too, so.
That's a great photo with the marquee of the Last Dance and the dancer. It's just,
I'd have to ask them if they did that.
how they do
or-
that? It's wonderful, really. It is wonderful. It's really sweet too, but.
Okay, any other comments on if we want to choose this as the black and white winner, and then we can choose a winner for the 18 and under category?
Look who's here.
Do we want to move on to the other? I just didn't want to keep bopping around if you.
The black and white Brokaw marquee is my favorite of the 5 pictures that we've seen.
I agree.
I agree.
How we choose to divide that out.
I mean, I do like.
I love this one. I think it's
just-
spectacular.
Spreading the love between the two.
Probably clearer too in the real photo, but I think that one is spectacular. I really do. I like that one.
So you would then choose, what would you choose for the children's?
In the,
So then if you decided to do the kids category, that would either be this photo or this
and
photo.
choose that one. Right.
That's up to you, but I mean,
Well,
otherwise
So we
you're,
have different,
otherwise that one person would have, I think what Katie's saying is that if you chose the
it's
black and
really
white
nice to
and
spread
that.
it out though, not have the same person, you know.
So the sunset for the children's.
I think when we choose the same person for a couple of them, when you have the next contest, people go, oh, well, they just choose the same one and I won't be in it. So That's an interesting one.
I'm trying to figure out where it's at.
This is the
Right down
police
there.
station.
It's right
Yeah,
They're standing right
it's
here.
out this window.
behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is then,
Oh.
this is then and now, this is
Oh,
the
it's
police
the,
station, this is Buckley,
Buckley.
this is.
Yep, I see.
Funeral home over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah,
Can you see it now? Yeah. Where the venue
I could read, if you'd like me to read quickly on what they photographed, maybe that might help you decide too. So this photo is, I thought the sunset was pretty. I liked the way it looked over downtown Angola. I like all the brick buildings downtown, and I have enjoyed doing photography on my phone. This is a kid. It's fun for me to look for interesting things to take pictures of. And the other one is the black and white photo, and that is I was taking a photo shoot of my cousin in her ballet dress at dusk, with the movie theater lights illuminating in the background. I was inspired to take this photo because of more professional photos I have seen like this online.
I think it's.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I vote for the sunset for the kids.
I do too. I like that. I like that it's not the monument. It seems like I always take pictures of the monument. If I were in this contest, I would have had right to the monument. I wouldn't go to the back door of the brick. But the sunset that way is spectacular. I know when I come out of the first heading that way, it's beautiful. I would vote this one, first place, black and white, and the second one, the sunset. That would be
the black and white winner.
That's my vote.
And this would be
First
the
place for the
18 and under winner. And then do you just want to take a quick vote on that for 18 and under in black and white?
Which one do you want to vote for first? This one for the kids?
This one for
This
the
one.
kids.
Aye, for the kids? Okay,
Favor, okay.
all right.
Real quick, black and
And
white.
that one for the black and white. Ooh, look at us.
Move along.
That's why we get paid all the money.
Wait a second, we get paid?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Ray. We don't get paid.
I got 3 minutes before my heart stops to go to my next volunteer thing.
I know you're on
I
time
think
crunch.
that's
Do
a
you need to get going? Because we would still have a quorum. Yep.
Oh.
I just gotta go coach
Okay.
baseball.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Bye, Brett.
See ya. Thank you.
All right, and our last
There you go,
category.
there's your
Hopefully you
monument.
beat the rain.
There she
Oh, there
is.
she is.
Yeah, you knew we'd have one of those. Okay, so we do have multiple submissions in this one. I'll go through and
Are
then
these all adult then here now?
this is the
Just
color category, all adult. Mhm.
This-
This is Lady Columbia.
That's cool. Where's that one?
That one. Do you want to know about it before? Would that be helpful if you know a little bit about? the
I think it's,
photo?
I'd like to know where it's taken. Yeah. I can't,
I mean, the first one.
I can't place that.
Well, yeah, we know the first one is Lady Columbia. The image captures a piece of Indiana's rural identity, entering on a weathered barn, tucked away on a country back road, framed by branches of nearby trees. The structure stands as a testament to Steuben County's deep-rooted farming heritage. The scene is bathed with vibrant golden and orange hues of a fall sunset. The inspiration for the specific composition highlights the quiet beauty of Steuben County's countryside that has defined the local community for generations. Wow, all right. Location of the photo is just an address. It's on 100 North.
It's really pretty. Craig, I'm sorry, I'm like,
No,
it's right in your way. I'm really sorry.
I'm
I
trying
have
to figure
to
out where that's at.
stretch around. I don't know. I'm gonna go find it though.
100 North.
When you leave, Craig, I'll give you the address so you can drive back there.
Really pretty.
And this is the next photo.
Where's that?
This is, that is the Henry Mausoleum.
Oh, the muscle. That's interesting.
This photograph was part of a final project for Sarah Zimmer's digital photography class. After performing at Circle Hill Cemetery during the Angola's cemetery walk, I knew I had to return to photograph the Henry family mausoleum. It is a unique structure, and I wanted to portray it in a way that emphasized how beautiful it was. Photographing the mausoleum as the sun rose behind it on a cold morning while focusing on thick vines growing near its entrance. I thought this was neat, but it isn't identifiable to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was creative, but I think it's hard. If she didn't tell me that was the Henry Mausoleum, I don't think I would
I
know.
would not guess, and I've been to the Henry Mausoleum
Yeah,
a
100
lot.
times. The next one is, do you know what this is, Luann?
Isn't that the Airbnb house?
Yeah, this is the Carver House.
Yeah.
Is that where's that one? The old tourism building?
No,
The Carver House is on Wayne Street.
Carver House is South Wayne Street. It's owned by that lady that ran, she has an Airbnb in the back.
This says, as I walked through the beautiful old districts of Angola, I saw this gorgeous maple tree framed perfectly. The tower of the town's historic Carver House. I knew I had to photograph it as it was absolutely breathtaking. I thought this was a nice one too, the courthouse. Once walking by the Steuben County Courthouse, I noticed another opportunity to capture a patriotic image highlighting Angola's courthouse's beautiful architecture. I did like how the sun was kind of coming through, and again, I know we were saying that you know what the monument is, but I think some of these photos that are identifiable are nice for us to use, and some of our things that we're doing. And this is also the courthouse, but this is a close-up of the corbels of the courthouse. So it's just a different angle of the Steuben County Courthouse.
It's pretty.
That makes it tough. I like that too.
And the next one is
This one has been tampered. You can tell.
the colors of the sunrise as the background of the almost 70-year-old soldier's monument was very much impromptu. My wife didn't see the contest until 3 days later. Okay, so they took this photo and then saw the contest. So I think that's what he's saying.
That's nice.
Title for this submission is Sunrise Honors.
Is there rules about filters and all that?
You know, he's saying that his only edit was removal of the parked cars by Healthies. I don't know, that purple seems pretty purpley.
I've seen a few sunrises and sunsets down here.
Well, I think we saw that one in the kids category and it wasn't quite that right. But. And I think there might. Oh, there's one more. Okay, this one is on Trine's campus.
Yeah.
This is a photo of Taylor Hall, the reflection of Sponsel Hall. Am I
Yes,
saying that
Sponsel.
right? Okay, is in the mirror, so I think that's what he is showing.
That's interesting. They're both right up there on the hill. So Sponsel Hall faces Taylor Hall.
Just from conversation, I think there was a couple that we could weed out. Any that you want to particularly go back and that stood out to you?
I like the barn. I think that,
And for our guidelines, just so you remember, we didn't say it had to be downtown Angola. We just said Steuben County. So
Is that the one you like? Okay, that's my favorite too. I like the monument, but that's been altered because of all the orange, and it's pretty, but it's been played. But this looks like it's just as natural, and there's so many of the monument all the time. I don't know. Some of them are pretty dark too.
this is neat.
These would make lovely cards.
that's great.
When they make pretty greeting cards. I love this one. How about, do you like this? You do? What do you, but you over there? Chris, I like it.
Chris loves it. Okay, do you want to make a motion then for this is the color category for the photo contest?
I'll motion.
Okay. So motion by Katie, anyone to second?
Second.
All those in favor?
That's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
All those in favor? All opposed? We got our winners, everybody. I thought it was nice that we had some more submissions this year.
There were more than last year, that's for sure.
I mean, triple the amount. We only had 3.
Like one. I wish we could have been in them. I love to do photos around the county.
Do you know anything about this photographer?
This is a professional photographer.
No.
Yeah. I will, once we have the prize packages, I'll have them come to get their trophies. We usually do their photo and everything, and we'll put that out online. And then we can get together sometime and talk about some different ways we could use these. I actually didn't mind your idea about cards. We send out thank you cards, something like that could be kind of neat, that we maybe put those on some
Something
thank you cards that
Julian
we
might
sent
want
out.
this picture for something. That's pretty cool.
And again, when they submit their photo, they are releasing the image to us, so we can use those, so. Okay, that is all I have for new business.
That was pretty good. I'm glad we all agreed. That's lovely. Well, great job, everybody. Okay, so we can move on here. Introduction of our new member.
That was Nancy Rust.
Have to wait on that one.
No, this is old business, so we already introduced Nancy. She's not here today, but.
Right.
And then we did the awning on 111 North Wayne, which would be the Best Dressed Boutique. They are underway on a lot of projects over there, so I think she's anticipating opening maybe not this month, but I think sometime next month. That's what it sounded like. And then we did wrap up Voices and Votes, which was the Smithsonian exhibit at the library. That is now in French Lick, Indiana. So thank you to anyone that was able to attend, and thank you to Luann. She took a group of high schoolers on a tour through that. So thank you for doing that.
It's really fun. The next day, because I had all the seniors, and the next day I was at Kaleo, and all the seniors were doing cleanup. And they came in to get drinks, with their teacher. I don't know. But I was sitting by the window with a friend of mine. We were having coffee, and they were like, "Oh, you're the lady from yesterday." And they were so sweet. Like, I love that. I love that you did that. I didn't know anything about that. And that was the next day in Kaleo. They came right up to me and said, "Oh, you're the storyteller from yesterday." It was so nice to see that. It was nice to hear them say that out of the library, because usually seniors are like, "Oh, there's that lady."
They're too cool.
But I think they had there were a couple of students though, that were like, there was so much to look at that they didn't have a lot of time. I think they had like 30, 35, 40 minutes, but did you guys all get to see it? Did everybody? Oh, you didn't go? You didn't go?
I got to.
Did you get to go? It was marvelous. I don't know how it was wonderful, but it took more than one time to go look at everything. Every time I went to ukulele or checked out a book, I choose this different section. There was a lot. It was wonderful.
I saw people posting on Facebook that they were raving about it, and
Oh, good.
yeah.
Do we have a count? Was there ever a way to have a count?
I got with the library, and they estimated around 7,000, which I thought was pretty
wow.
good. Yeah, pretty good for our area.
That's great. It was wonderful.
Well, good. Thank you.
I was in there the next day after you guys were packing up, and it's like, oh, that's kind of sad.
It was, yeah, I was here about a month and a half, and thank you too to Kelly that we helped get that packed up and shipped it off, and that comes in about 16 200-pound containers, so that was interesting just a really neat experience, so.
Yeah. It was really wonderful, Allison. Thank you guys for bringing it, you guys and the libraries. It was terrific. We're so lucky to have it, especially during primary season. That was so perfect.
Timed up pretty well. Great, and
That was
that's
really
all I
nice.
have for old business.
Okay, then we did the photos. So I guess we're on to reports. You guys have a report? Anybody?
No reports for me.
Officers, members, anybody have a report about anything you want to talk about? No reports? You guys are so easy. The attorney's gone, Jim's gone. Okay, well, that's
And just a
Staff
reminder,
ladies, do you guys have any reports today?
I do not. Other than just a reminder, our next meeting is Wednesday, June 17th at 4:30. If you wanna make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, nobody, that's it? That's it? Except for adjourning, I know that. No reports, no nothing, no, okay, I'll not even report because it's late. Look, I have a gavel. Okay,
I motion.
all right, we have to, anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
Very good, so we just need a second.
Okay, I'll second. Then meeting is adjourned.